Wow, guys, what a game. That was probably the best Rose Bowl game I've watched in my lifetime, and it definitely lived up to the hype. Congratulations to the Michigan State Spartans on winning the Rose Bowl and one of the most epic games I've watched, like I said, in my lifetime. Probably the best Rose Bowl I've watched in my lifetime. Even though they were underdog, they got the job done offensively, defensively. In their first appearance in the Rose Bowl since 1986, they get the job done and win. And as an underdog, they beat the reigning Rose Bowl champion, the Stanford Cardinal, and win the Rose Bowl. What a great game! It was awesome. What an awesome game! First of all, congratulations to Stanford on a great season. You won the Pac-12, one of the best conferences in all college football. Nothing to hang your head on. Yeah, it's kind of tough. It is tough losing the Rose Bowl, but still, great season. You expect great things from now on. From Stanford year in and year out. So definitely one of the best times in your program's history, and I don't see it going away soon. So congrats to Stanford on a great season. And let's get into this game a little bit. As we all know, Stanford, they started the game out strong. They had a 17-7 lead following Connor Cook's interception. It seemed like things were going downhill for Michigan State. I mean, that was a really bad decision from Connor Cook. You wondered how he's going to rebound, but he said it best in the post-game interview. Hold on real quick. In the post-game interview, he said that he's been resilient all season, and he did the same thing. After that drive, he led his team downfield right before halftime to score a touchdown. It was only a 3-point game at half, and the defense came out in the second half and played absolutely outstanding. The defense played great all game. Without Max Bullock, they still came in. They filled in sorry, I cannot remember his name. The guy, he was actually one of the defensive MVP who stepped in for Max Bullock, made the stop of the game. Comes down to 4th and 1, and they get a huge stop. They stopped the fullback for Stanford, and I thought that was a bad call. I thought it was a really bad call. If you go back and watch it, if they hand it off to Tyler Gaffney, and Tyler Gaffney has any vision, any kind of vision, he could see the whole entire team crashed in on defense. So if he took it outside, it would have been a first down easy. But handed off to the fullback, and they got a huge stop, and they win the Rose Bowl. And what a great story it is. I mean, Michigan State, nobody expected them to win the Rose Bowl. I'll go back to my Big Ten championship, my Big Ten conference preview. Before the season, I had Michigan State winning their division, winning the Big Ten. Go back and watch it if you don't believe me. Nobody believed me. Everybody was calling me stupid idiots, but I knew this team has a great head coach in Mark D'Antonio, a great defense, some solid play on offense. The only question mark was the wide receivers, and the wide receivers came up huge today. There weren't even questions. So many great grabs and clutch situations, and what a great finish, great game, just awesome. But yeah, I didn't predict them to win the Rose Bowl, but I predicted them to win the division and win the Big Ten. So gotta give me some credit there. But back to the game, Connor Cook played great. Aside from that one bad decision he threw a pick six on, had a great game. I didn't expect him to have a game like this at all. And on the flip side, Stanford kind of sputtered offensively all game. Tyler Gaffney in his last game, which sucks for him, didn't even eclipse 100 yards rushing. Kevin Hogan didn't have the best game. He ended up, let's see, he ended up 10 of 18, 143 yards and a pick, no touchdowns. And the game-winning play, Connor Cook to Tony Lippett, that was the game-winning play there, and what a huge moment for both of these guys. And you got to think, I mean, a lot of these guys are coming back next season. They're losing a good bit on defense. I mean, even though Max Bullock was not here today, he was been the leader all season long. I think he still had an impact mentally on this game when he texted and talked to his players. He'll be gone. That will be a big subtraction from that defense. But I expect Michigan State, as long as they have Mark D'Antonio, one of the greatest coaches. I mean, you look at Michigan State's recruiting classes year in and year out. They do not get the 5-star, 4-star players. They're bringing in players, developing them to fit their scheme, and they're magnificent. And Mark D'Antonio runs a great program, great game. And speaking of great game, I did not think David Shaw had his best game calling this football game. A bunch of questionable calls, and people might even claim that he lost in the game. Kind of understandable, but still, can't put it on one guy. But still, they didn't execute when they had to, and Michigan State took advantage of every opportunity they were given. So that's about it, guys. Let me tell you the final stats of the game. Stanford 4-13 on third downs. Michigan State 3rd of 11. Stanford 0 for 2 on 0 for 2 on fourth downs. No play bigger than that last fourth down. They did not execute on and not convert. Total yards 397 to 305 in Michigan State's favor. 332 passing yards and 143 for Stanford. 162 rushing yards for Stanford to 65 of Michigan State. Penalties were about the same. And you gotta think back. That was a big play. That fake or botched field goal attempt. If the guy was not, the offensive linemen were not downfield, that could have been a game changer right there. They could have scored a touchdown, took the lead. Michigan State would have had to go down the field and score a touchdown or kick a field goal to tie the game. So that was a big play too. But Connor Cook, 22 of 36, 332 yards, 2 touchdowns, not 1 pick six. Jeremy Langford, 23 carries, 84 yards. Connor Cook was sacked a couple times, and Lippett, like I said, had the big reception, to win the game. That was the game-winning touchdown. Was Lippett. He had 94 yards and a touchdown. Valor had 97 yards receiving, and Pendleton had the other touchdown. So they limited Ty Montgomery. They limited Tyler Gaffney, and Michigan State found a way to win, and that's all that matters. Great game, guys. I'm gonna go watch the Fiesta Bowl. It's coming on now. I'll do a recap of this when it's over. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. Be sure to leave a comment in the comment section below with what you thought about this game. And if you're a Michigan State fan or a Stanford fan, let me know what you think this game means. I can't talk this video. Let me know what you think this game means for each of your programs moving forward. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more bowl game coverage. Follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/SRTR. I'll catch you guys later. Roll Tide, go Sox, and go Titans to you. Hope you enjoyed the Fiesta Bowl, and I hope you're enjoying your New Year's. Catch you guys later. Peace.